Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into powerful insights from influential books. Today, we're exploring How to Sell Your Way Through Life by Napoleon Hill, a book filled with masterful advice on mastering salesmanship and achieving personal success. Whether you're looking to enhance your sales skills or integrate life-changing success principles, this summary has valuable insights for everyone. Stay tuned till the end to learn how these strategies can lead to tangible results in your life. Are you aspiring to become a better salesman? Curious about how to effectively market your products or services? Wondering how to lead a more meaningful life? This summary answers all these questions by teaching you the art of salesmanship, starting with mastering autosuggestion to communicate and persuade effectively. You'll also learn the 6 steps to close a sale with ease, building a foundation for a successful career. Additionally, discover the importance of a pleasing personality in business and how Henry Ford's principles helped him build his multinational corporation, Ford Motor Company. By setting clear goals, applying the Golden Rule, and developing the right mental attitude, Ford became a successful industry leader. Learn how you can apply these principles to become a successful leader, unlock your true potential, and refine the skills needed to excel in sales. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Autosuggestion, the first step in salesmanship. The secret to successfully selling your product lies in maintaining a positive mindset. A salesman with a positive mindset attracts positive results, whereas one with a negative mindset tends to yield negative outcomes. Developing a positive mindset can be achieved through autosuggestion. For a salesman, it is crucial to believe in the effectiveness of the product they are selling. You cannot sell something that you are not convinced about yourself. People tend to trust salesmen who believe in what they are advocating. Autosuggestion is a psychological technique used to train your mind to believe what you want it to believe. The most common and effective method of autosuggestion involves continuously suggesting a particular idea to your mind. A skilled salesman uses autosuggestion to deepen their conviction in the product they are selling. With strong belief in their product, they can more easily influence customers. Typically, a salesman might try to sell a product by listing reasons or benefits. However, a good salesman uses the customer's feelings to influence their buying decisions, selling products through emotions rather than just logical reasons. To understand this further, let's look at Keene, a salesman for water flasks. When Keene was hired, he knew little about the company or the product he was selling. He memorized the product description and attempted to sell by citing reasons. This water flask is the best on the market. It keeps drinks cold for over 72 hours. It's easy to use and portable, allowing you to take it anywhere. However, his efforts were often futile until he learned about autosuggestion. Keene convinced himself of the durability of the flask and even bought one to personally experience its quality. He maintained a positive outlook about the flask and trained his mind to believe it was the best available. Additionally, Keene started marketing the product through the emotions of the buyers. He gained thousands of new customers. His sales pitch shifted from listing features and benefits to sharing personal experiences. Keene would say, "This is one of the best bottles I've ever bought. Since I own it too, I can tell you it kept my iced coffee cold for 72 hours. I'm really satisfied with its performance, and I'm sure you can relate as an employee who knows the hassle of finding a cold drink." Now, with the drink always at hand in the flask, it saves your energy and helps you finish your tasks quicker. Customers found Keene more relatable because he used their frustration of having to get up and be distracted from work to grab a cold drink. His use of the product made him appear more trustworthy. People often buy when they have a reason tied to their emotions. As a salesman, it's your job to discover that reason and use it to sell. A person can feel 7 positive emotions: desire, love, hope, faith, enthusiasm, optimism, and loyalty. Conversely, a person can also experience 7 negative emotions: anger, fear, greed, jealousy, revenge, hatred, and superstition. A salesman should always link their product with positive emotions. Positive emotions lead to positive results. Surrounding your product with negative energy increases the chances of negative outcomes. The art of closing a sale. Contrary to common belief, closing a deal can be straightforward when done correctly. To avoid any issues during a sale, a salesman should establish a strong foundation and confidence in the mind of the buyer. As a salesman, you will navigate through 3 stages while selling your product or service. 1. Attracting interest. The first stage is to draw the buyer's interest. If someone wants to make a purchase, they must be interested in what you are selling. 2. Making the product desirable. The second stage involves making your product desirable to the buyer. The reasons for buying vary among buyers, but each is underpinned by an emotional factor. Identify this emotion and use it to make your product even more appealing. 3. Closing the deal. This is where many falter. Napoleon Hill outlines 6 steps that can be used to close a deal, beneficial even for experienced salesmen. Open the buyer's mind. First, prepare the buyer's mind to be receptive to your suggestions. They should want to hear what you have to say. Be trustworthy. As a salesman, you need to display confidence in yourself and the product you are selling. Distinguish interested buyers. Separate potential buyers from those who are merely browsing. Ensure that you are dealing with someone genuinely interested in making a purchase. Utilize their motivations. Understand the buyer's purpose for purchasing your product and use it to persuade them to close the deal. Maintain interest. Ensure the buyer remains engaged throughout your pitch. You can gauge their interest through their body language and facial expressions. Mentally close the deal before doing so in reality, as a good salesman can read their buyer's mind. Recognize the psychological moment. This final step is closely linked to every transaction. It occurs when a salesman senses that the buyer is ready to close the deal. This innate ability distinguishes a successful salesman from an average one. To better understand this, consider the case of Jesse, one of the top car salesmen at Ford Motors, who closes nearly 100 deals weekly. He uses his clients' motives as triggers for purchasing a product. For instance, when Michael visited Ford Motors to buy a car for his daughter turning 18 that week, Jesse quickly approached him to understand his needs. Upon learning Michael's reason, Jesse suggested cars popular among young adults, emphasizing features appealing to a young buyer. Jesse never directly asks if the client is ready to close the deal, which can reflect doubt and hesitance. Instead, he confidently moves towards finalizing the paperwork, suggesting they complete the transaction in time for his daughter's birthday. A good salesman never shows hesitation, as it can make the buyer doubtful too. Remember, maintaining a positive mindset, especially when closing a deal, is crucial because a positive mindset attracts positive results. Choosing your job. When you are marketing your skills, the very first thing you should do is choose a job that you truly want. This is a decision that only you can make for yourself, completely and independently. As you embark on your job search journey, you realize that you must make several serious decisions that could alter the course of your life. Are you satisfied with any position that comes your way, or do you seek a role that fulfills all your desires and utilizes your full potential? Do you prefer a job that pays well but offers no future security, or would you rather have a job with less pay but more reliable future prospects? These questions are just a few of the decisions you need to make when searching for a job. Additionally, Napoleon Hill outlines 5 critical questions that you need to answer before marketing your skills. These will determine the path you take in your job search. 1. Determine if you want just any profession or to follow your calling. An occupation or profession might pay the bills whether you enjoy it or not, but a calling is something you do because it's what your heart desires. 2. Consider your potential employer. Choose an employer who you believe can help you reach your full potential. Their values should align with yours, and they should provide the knowledge necessary for you to grow. 3. Consider the compensation. You should calculate how much money you want to earn in the first 5 years of your career. 4. Decide how much effort and time you are willing to invest to earn the expected salary. 5. Choose a profession that you believe will yield the best results with the least chance of failure. It's acceptable to take on temporary work while searching for something more permanent. Taking small jobs to manage monthly expenses makes sense, but don't settle for them. Spending 40 hours a week in a job you don't like is akin to sentencing yourself to life imprisonment. To illustrate, let's consider the situation of Isabella, a recent engineering graduate. Immediately after graduation, she moved out of her parents' home. Without a stable job, she took a position as a waitress to support herself. This is fine, as long as Isabella intends to find a stable job in her chosen field. It's okay to be a waitress for life if that's her dream. However, if it's not, she would only be living in misery. Imagine spending 8 hours a day waiting tables when she could be fulfilling her dreams in an engineering firm. Nowadays, many seek to make money without working, but that's not how real life works. This summary teaches you how to work smartly to earn more. Focusing on selling your services and finding happiness and satisfaction in your work is crucial. A pleasing personality. Negotiation is a significant part of life. It's not only about the deals you make daily, but also about your interactions with others. While you can't avoid negotiating with others, you can make it less stressful by having a pleasing personality, which also aids in better marketing your services. A pleasing personality is essential for every good salesman. It showcases the ability to adapt to different situations and harmonize with various people. This includes good manners, proper posture, a sense of humor, listening skills, a positive mindset, and the ability to entertain others. Most qualities necessary for developing a pleasing personality are easy to learn and can be acquired through practice. For example, consider Steve, a newly hired sales agent in the sales department of the beverage company Empresso. Steve's pleasing personality enables him to blend well at work, knowing how to engage both colleagues and customers. His presence immediately improves the mood in the room, a reason why he was also named the best employee of the month. In his first month, Steve acquired 10 new customers who wanted a continuous monthly supply from Empresso. His hard work and pleasing personality quickly made him one of the best agents in his area. Having a pleasing personality opens countless opportunities for your future. and creates a positive environment around you. Everyone brings a distinct aura into a room, whether positive or negative. This is the feeling others get from interacting with you. Maintaining a positive aura is far better than a negative one, and having a pleasing personality is crucial for making a good impression. Singleness of Purpose. Do you aspire to have a successful career like Henry Ford? Everyone knows Ford Motor Company. You likely see a Ford car on the roads or in your neighborhood, and it might even be one of your choices when thinking about buying a car. Ford's immense success is attributed to its founder, Henry Ford, who transformed his life from humble beginnings to remarkable achievements. If you want to be like Henry Ford, there is one crucial piece of advice you need to remember. Always have a clear, singular goal. Ford's aim was to create an affordable car accessible to the working class. He steadfastly adhered to this principle and continued to produce compact cars, despite his business partners pressuring him to make larger and more expensive vehicles for higher profits. Ford knew that was not the goal of his company. For over 30 years, he built his empire focused solely on this single purpose. This principle still underpins the legacy of Ford Motor today. Achieving success becomes easier when you devote your mind to it. You need to work toward your goal and do everything within your power to achieve it. Therefore, it is vital to determine what your goal is. From then on, every action you take should be directed towards achieving that goal. Both your conscious and subconscious mind are influenced by this goal. It manifests as autosuggestion or self-suggestion. Wherever you are or whatever you are doing, your subconscious mind will continuously remind you to work towards your purpose. The goal you set will linger in your subconscious mind and will be evident in your actions and thoughts. It's similar to how continuous prayer leads to fulfillment. When you desire something, you work towards it. Consider the example of Noah, who aimed to promote sustainable tissue products. Instead of using traditional paper, his business used bamboo, which helped reduce tree cutting. Although initially people were not supportive, Noah continued on his path. There were cheaper alternatives available, but Noah stayed committed to his mission. He persisted, and gradually people began to recognize the value of his product. Noah's small business soon transformed into a multinational company and started supplying major stores. Like Noah, you too can be successful. Do not let any form of greed or distraction sway you from your goal. Your strong commitment to achieving a specific purpose will make it a reality. The habit of doing more than one is paid to do. Your job might sometimes be exhausting or may not provide the satisfaction you seek. You might find yourself merely counting the hours until you can go home. When this happens, the quality of your work can suffer. No matter the business, maintaining productivity and quality is crucial. Certainly, you would want to avoid any problems associated with this. The approach you should adopt is to consistently perform more work than the compensation you receive. If you only do as much as you're instructed, or as much as you're paid for, you don't deserve additional compensation or promotions. Success and greater achievements become nearly impossible in such scenarios, and your reputation might be at risk as you may be seen as someone who cannot perform well. However, when you do more than expected, you gain more benefits and opportunities. Doing more than expected can enhance your reputation significantly. It will serve as an asset, showcasing your dedication to service. This can become a crucial factor when someone is choosing a partner to do business with. Some clients prefer those who work autonomously without needing explicit instructions. If you want to attract more clients, developing this habit is essential. Learn from Henry Ford's experience and his principle of doing more work than he was paid for. He succeeded in maintaining good relations with his employees and was an effective leader. Ford sent people to check how his employees lived. Although this was beyond his job scope, he wanted to ensure that his employees lived in clean and decent environments. He knew that ensuring his workers were well taken care of would reflect well in their service at Ford Motors. Furthermore, Ford set a standard price for all car parts and repairs. He didn't want Ford's customers to be exploited or overcharged. Therefore, whenever you visit a Ford service center, you'll find consistent pricing. Ford understood the importance of customer retention and wanted to maintain a reputation as a company that cares about its customers. By doing more than his responsibilities demanded, he gave his company a reputation for valuing its customers. When Ford's competitors raised their prices, Ford lowered his. When they cut salaries, Ford raised them. He resisted pressure from his business partners to manufacture expensive, large cars, and instead continued producing affordable, small cars. Ford chose not to follow the common path, but instead created new business methods that could offer better service. It might seem that all these actions would cost him dearly, but Ford knew that they would benefit him in the long run. Because of his principles, Ford Motors continues to grow and perform well today. Henry Ford understood that if you provide better service than what you are paid for, you will achieve success. This is your asset and your opportunity to prove to your customers that you are better than your competitors. Remember, delivering meaningful service is what will lead to success. The Golden Rule in use. The Golden Rule is quite simple. Treat others as you would like to be treated yourself. What you give to others will come back to you. People will treat you the way you have treated them. If a leader understands how to value their employees, it will reflect in the quality of their work. So, if you desire productive and high-quality work from people, it depends on how you treat them. However, if you mistreat your employees, they will resist and eventually leave. Consider Arthur Nash, a tailor shop owner during World War I who faced financial difficulties. To sustain his business, Nash decided to see if implementing the Golden Rule could save his tailor shop. To test the Golden Rule, Nash called a meeting with all his employees. He explained that the only way to save the business was for everyone to pool whatever resources they had. Nash offered them a partnership. If the employees worked tirelessly, without focusing solely on hours or comfort, they would share in the profits. Nash wanted them to focus and work diligently to revive the tailor shop. The employees came together, investing their savings into the business and working hard. Their dedication revived the tailor shop, making it so successful that it was featured on the covers of several magazines. These publications covered how practicing the Golden Rule made the tailor shop successful. Years later, Arthur Nash died a wealthy man, having proven that what he did for his employees, he essentially did for himself. The Golden Rule is free. If you want healthy, meaningful, and productive relationships in work and personal life, always remember the Golden Rule. Henry Ford also applied the Golden Rule unknowingly in his business when he instituted a minimum $5 daily wage for all his employees. Many competitors and people criticized Ford for this bold move. What others failed to see was that this was Ford's most prudent decision. This policy allowed him to save on operating expenses. He didn't need to hire supervisors because his employees became their own supervisors. No employee wanted to risk such a good salary by performing poorly. Because the employees valued their jobs, Ford avoided any worker-related issues for 20 years. This move not only showed Ford's commitment to his employees, but also demonstrated that by treating others well, you not only foster loyalty, but also enhance productivity and reduce management costs. Mental attitude must be right. Are you ready to earn millions of dollars? If so, understanding the importance of mental attitude is crucial. You'll only be prepared and capable of earning millions if you develop the right mental attitude. Those who have spent time with successful people know that it's their mental attitude towards others that has propelled them to greatness. A person is considered great because of how their state of mind influences those around them. The right mental attitude helps you remain optimistic and overcome any situation life throws at you. Whatever goal you set your mind to, it enables you to achieve it. You can develop this through self-control and by being kind and helpful to others. It allows you to achieve peace and attract people to do business with you. A positive attitude attracts success. Napoleon Hill's deep desire to study the causes of success and failure brought him great success. At the beginning of his journey, Napoleon wasn't making money, and his friends advised him to quit. He arranged money for his meals and bills through other means, but it didn't discourage him. He continued to help thousands of people, studying many cases and helping find solutions to their problems. Through his various experiences, Napoleon developed a practical philosophy of achievement and even wrote a book about it. This book now provides him with the income necessary to meet his expenses and needs. Moreover, his philosophy has helped countless people worldwide. Though he wasn't earning money initially, ultimately, he reaped the benefits. He earned from those who wanted the knowledge he had acquired through helping others. Napoleon's goal was to serve people and help them. Money was an indirect result of his passion. If he hadn't genuinely been passionate about helping, he would have given up when it wasn't profitable. But his real commitment and the mental attitude of serving others eventually paid off. Another example of the right mental attitude is Charles M. Schwab. When he started working for Andrew Carnegie, he was poor and inexperienced. But Charles's mental attitude was to work more than he was paid for. His performance did not depend on how many hours he worked or what his salary was. Instead, Charles provided high-quality service to Mr. Carnegie regardless of the circumstances. Those around Charles recognized and emulated his state of mind, which spread positivity and resulted in positive outcomes. Mr. Carnegie recognized Charles's work and paid him more than the usual salary. Like Charles, Mr. Carnegie had the right mental attitude. He understood the importance of his employees' hard work and was willing to pay more for it. Although some advised him to cut salaries, Mr. Carnegie stood by his decision. He knew Charles deserved a higher salary, and it was also a way to motivate him to continue performing well. Their correct mental attitudes made both Charles and Mr. Carnegie among the wealthiest entrepreneurs in America. If you want to be successful, you need to change your state of mind. Always work hard and do your best, even when others do not. This will only result in their loss, not yours. Whatever you do for others, you do for yourself. It will always come back to you. If you are kind and generous towards others, that kindness will return to you. If you work hard and give your best, employers will recognize this and increase your salary. Achieving this state of mind is the only way you can also achieve success. Conclusion. Initially, you learned about the power of autosuggestion, a method to convince your mind of an idea or belief through constant suggestion. Secondly, this summary outlined the 6 steps to closing a sale, emphasizing the importance of keeping your customers open-minded and displaying confidence when initiating sales discussions. Thirdly, the significance of choosing the right job for yourself was discussed. During this process, you need to answer various questions that determine the type of job you should seek, including your calling, the type of employer you prefer, the salary, the amount of effort you are willing to invest, and the nature of the profession you desire. Fourthly, you understood the importance of having a pleasing personality. Negotiation is inevitable, and a pleasing personality makes it easier to get what you want, adapt to any situation, and interact easily with others. Fifthly, you learned about the importance of having a singular, clear goal. Having a clear purpose allows you to train your mind to undertake actions that help you reach your goals, becoming ingrained in your subconscious and motivating you accordingly. Sixthly, you discovered the habit of doing more than what you are paid to do. Mastering this habit opens more opportunities for you and sets you apart, as others will recognize that you always give your best. Seventh, you explored what makes a successful leader. The Golden Rule is a simple but powerful step for cultivating successful and healthy relationships in both work and personal life. Treating others as you wish to be treated creates a reciprocal environment of respect and cooperation. Eighth, you learned how crucial mental attitude is in preparing to seize success. Successful individuals like Andrew Carnegie and Charles M. Schwab made millions by maintaining a positive mental attitude, proving that the right mindset is essential for success. Everywhere you go, you sell parts of yourself to strangers, friends, and business clients, whether it's your services, advice, companionship, time, or products you've created. In this world, you are your most valuable asset. Thus, if you wish to master the art of selling, mastering the qualities and principles proven by successful individuals with whom Napoleon Hill worked is essential. Master these qualities and tools, and you will be able to sell effectively for a lifetime. Thank you so much for sticking with us till the end. I hope you found these insights from Napoleon Hill as transformative as I did. If you're inspired to take your sales skills to the next level and apply these life-changing principles, consider reading the full book for even more depth. Don't forget to like, comment with your thoughts or questions, and subscribe for more insightful summaries like this. Until next time, keep selling your way through life and beyond.